Alu gets a gun as well. There's Freiburg left on the tech line, but Guardian tries to peer in, gets denied by Forest as well. 3 for him on the board, and Flamey, last man standing, keeping that pace real high for NiP here in this game, or at least in this round, should I say, does turn the tide, but it seems to what end? Can they then pull that in towards a gun round is the next big hurdle.
Well, it's clear to see that Flamey doesn't want a bar of it at the moment, and he'll just sit back and hope for maybe a little cheeky pick on the end there. Alu presents himself, but he's not able to finish. And NaVi taken out in that one round there, and one of the more convincing rounds we've seen from NiP. And it all started, ironically, from that Tech 9 force straight on into that B site. They can't do it with proper guns, but I mean, they were coming from such unexpected angles here on towards NaVi. They just didn't know how to react. Yeah, and
I actually quite like the way NiP did it, was just kind of making that site way closer range than it normally is, just smoking off so many angles, pulling NaVi into closer fights where that Tech 9 can flourish. And of course, Forrest giving us the masterclass in that, and he once again looks to go pretty fast here, just gonna be doing those early flashes, but this time Guardian and Zeus going in for the early challenge. Flashes come out, this could be dangerous.
Well, Zeus is pushed aggressively again, he's looking towards Forrest, the doors open up towards his right, he flicks across, he doesn't able to find Exist, and Exist gets 2 for that one, it's a trade. Flaming now, only got the 5-7 of he's enough to take down Get Right. Ali responds in with the AWP, but the 2v2 here, and this is NaVi coming in, well, not as armed as NiP, and they've managed to even the ledger.
But Edward has been that raid boss on that B side. He's waiting patiently on the site itself, peering through. Flash comes out from him. I think he just caught a glimpse of Alu then, just the shoulder, but it's not enough. Alu connects with the AWP, leaving C's now in the 1v2. 50 seconds remaining on the board. NiP can drag this round wherever they want to, and it looks as though A is the intended site.
There is potential here for C's to pull something brilliant out as well. Oh. They tried to sell the fake at A, and it's worked. C's has got himself way up towards Bank here, and he'll be scuttling now once he realises what's happening over towards B, and it's a redundant flash being thrown over there by NiP just to set things up, and the bomb will go down. They have great cover as well. Alu with the AWP looking towards Sniper. Where does C's go?
Bomb's down. Alu should be able to get this, and Exist is just going to wait for the defuse if required. Alu's going to see the shoulder, and that's all he needed. Nicely done by Alu to close out those 2 kills that were important ones. Not only the last one there, but the one prior towards Edward. And now that has put NaVi in a bit of a, a little bit of a shoddier place. Not able to get the purchase going here, but we're going to see the P250s and Nade coming out. And it does seem as though NiP are at least going to get a better scoreline than the first map, which is quite surprising considering the history here.
Absolutely. The double AWP actually working out reasonably well for them here as well. But between Exist and Alu, that was 4 kills in that last round. Those two doing some serious work to close it out. And here we go. We only got a couple grenades here for NaVi. No armor to speak of here, and just the old pistols. Get Right now has a P90 in hand. He'd love to put this to good use, and he does. Zeus crumples in a heap as he makes his way in towards sandbags as well. Ooh, a bit of a dink towards the man as he throws a smoke in the grenade to follow. Clever from Guardian to get that scalp.
Oh, I bet Get Right's so annoyed at that. Just, you could have a smile, I guess, at that point. But Freiburg trying to ward them off from the P90, spraying in with the AK here. But even with that in mind, NiP are going to have to play this one fairly cautiously. Edward has recovered the P90, so has a little bit of bite to his bark on that B site if they do decide to hit it still. But NiP being very cautious about this. They don't have the molly to clear out the corners just yet. We are going to see that boost coming in towards mid. Edward leering over the top. Not going to see anything just yet. That may encourage him to go over towards A, but NiP are still waiting by B.
Freiburg heard the drop there as well from Edward, so he knows that there were a few players there, and still NiP want to force the envelope here on towards B. It's Exist in Forest, and Freiburg making his way through on towards sandbags. It's essentially an unattended B site for NaVi. They stack A. And to what end? How will they rotate onto this one quickly enough as Exist creeping his way ever closer towards that B site? Forest will, of course, hold from pit with the AWP. And NaVi, none the wiser.
Nice stuff from NiP, playing that one slow, and good work from Forest, just turning around, finding C's real fast. As this should be a clean round for NiP. They shouldn't lose out on too much, because as you noted, NaVi are so far out of this retake that it just shouldn't be possible. At no means should they be able to close it back in. So maybe trying to find some exits, I can imagine, try and catch a couple of the NiP guys on the way through. But bearing in mind, NaVi didn't have much to play with in this one. They did at least get down Get Right. If they find any more, that'd be a real bonus.
Well, if anyone can, Edward had the P90. Guardian also going hunting here through Connector. They try and pick out the door and find something quickly. Exist will be there though as well, trying to bait that one, jumping across. And there was another round coming up here for NiP, but the caveat, of course, is that NaVi should be able to buy themselves a little bit here, at least in part. Some AKs surely will be coming out here. It's a man 4. Famous being bought, so they are going for a little bit of a force up here.
Yeah, so 2 Famises. Zeus can be the one to pick up the P90, wondering where he'll take that, as Edward fancies the Famis instead. And on the other side of things, of course, the double AWP still in practice by Alu and Forest. We're going to see a lot of mollies coming out to play as well. Exist, Freiburg going to get right, going to be picking those ones up, looking to see where they put them down. But once again, kind of vacating A here for Na'Vi. They're putting a lot of strain towards getting control on B, and NiP are just slowing things really quite far down. Trying to get these early picks, trying to just remind Na'Vi to, you've got to take us quite seriously here. You can't take all these challenges, and now Seized is a little caught there. If Forrest had stayed out on that pick, he could have maybe caught someone out here, but Seized does make it away alive, and NiP slowly gaining ground.
Just now, bit of Na'Vi-esque play coming out from NiP as they slow the pace down. The bomb is still left back in towards the tunnels here, and get right, we'll be pushing up a little bit, but it doesn't seem like, well, there's no real proclivity for Ninjas to favour away any one bomb side yet. But there comes Exist as well, working his way out through Connector, just looking for something, a bit of wallbang, softening up Na'Vi before they try and go for the throat here. Na'Vi would love to clutch this one away from the great Molotov from Exist. That's going to force a change of position from Zeus. Guardian now down in towards that pit behind the pillar. And still, NiP sitting back on this one. 35 seconds left in the round.
There's a real shame they didn't work off the back of that. Now Gerai is going to be starting to come in. You can see those smokes put down. This worked when they had Tech9's Guardian. Again, going to be forced down into the crosshairs of GetRight, and NiP taking control of this bomb site.
Excellent Molotov there as well. Going to force change of position from Guardian. Freiburg finds ahead of Zeus, and it's just Flamey and Seized. There's a lot of work to do. It might be a 2-gun save here from these two. They want to keep their economy fairly healthy heading into these last few rounds. And NiP have managed to bring back 4 rounds now in a row.
Yeah.
And again, I say this frequently tonight, but better late than never.
The thing is that NiP's play towards B, that execute is quite impressive, and they've had to slow down the pace so they don't lose out on those early trades that Na'Vi were capitalizing on. But now Na'Vi kind of struggling a little bit to deal with it, but then they have the chance to switch up here. They are on 14 rounds, but it does seem as though Flamey and Seized should be able to retain this, unless Exist gets a little closer. Get right there along with him as well. Oh, and Exist will find Flamey. And I'm wondering if Seized is going to make it out alive. He's got Freiburg coming around, but no, Freiburg can't get him down in time, and the AWP will be saved.
Most important gun there being preserved, at least for Na'Vi here. Guardian may well pick it up again, I think, and see what he can actually achieve with that one. Again, this double AWP setup has been paying dividends for NiP right now. It definitely seems like they've managed to find their own flow a little bit here and put a few more rounds together. But one slip will mean curtains, especially if Na'Vi can capitalize on it here. Seized actually keeping the AWP here as the rest of his team goes for a bit of a save. Aggressive push, and Alu not really showing his dome yet as well. Seized, though, looking for it, and he will get taken out. Alu doing well on these ones here. Oftentimes, Na'Vi looking to go 1v1 against him, and he seems to get the better of his opposite number most times.
Yeah, really, really good start for NiP into this round, but still a lot of work to be done. Na'Vi are waiting patiently in these corners, but Forrest just gets completely caught off by Edward. But oh my word, Edward found Get Right as well? How on earth did he manage that? But no guns to be recovered just yet for Na'Vi. They are falling under the pressure of NiP with this purchase. Get Right and Forrest are lost, but Zeus trying to find that lost AWP, and I think he's going to find out that has been hidden well and truly away.
Fortune favours the bold in Edward's case. Unfortunately, not able to convert into any more than just those 2 kills, Zeus. He's found himself an AWP here, and he will just try and sit himself back somewhere as the bomb goes down. And again, Na'Vi will go for the save here at the end of the round, and they'll take their time on it as well. Honestly, it's getting a little bit close here. Another failed buy for Na'Vi, and this one could be anyone's game.
And the important thing is as well, Freiburg's going to pick up the AWP, so Forrest can take that one into the next round. They have put this back. They're into double digits now, and they'll be on 11-14. And I'm looking at Na'Vi's economy. It's not perfect. They could go for a buy into the next round if they fancied it. Wait and see. Zeus waiting for that timer to tick down. Exist is going to give away the game, but Zeus can probably wait this one out. 50 seconds and takes down Exist for his troubles. 12 seconds remain. 12 HP remains even, as he will stay alive. But we will be seeing the purchase coming out from Na'Vi now. This is where they want to stop the rot. If you give NiP, an inch here, they might just take a mile. So I'm looking to see how Na'Vi now adapt off the back of this. They've been struggling a little bit in this after those last couple of rounds. How many rounds is it back-to-back here? 5 now back-to-back for NiP. So starting to find that little bit of fluid play, but Seized not having any of this. He wants to take the challenge already, and he's going to be met by Forrest and Exist.
That's it. They have to nip this one in the bud. No pun intended, as NiP start to stack them right on up. His Guardian looking in towards connector there as well. NiP taking the time through those tunnels, but there's Guardian. Just a little bit of magic. That's what NaVi need. That's going to propel them forward now in towards the rest of this round. Flashes are going in towards mid as well, and NaVi seem to be well and truly aware that NiP have picketed that part of the map out. But will that information be translated into kills and the round as Guardian go for some wallbangs here? And look at the amount of pressure being put down onto this part of the map here as Forrest getting the heck out of dodge with that bomb.
And the big difference is that NiP haven't been dying early in the rounds they've been collecting. They've been keeping players alive, going for those full executes towards the sites. But as we can see, you know, I think there's a little bit of GoTV lag there, but still, at the moment, NiP have now lost out on that individual play. They lost out on the start, which is the big difference. Guardian had become a little quiet here. Flamey's going to find Exist, leaving merely 3. And it looks like NaVi en route to that 15th round that was evading them for so long. As we're seeing the slow build up from NiP towards the A site, not been so successful in comparison to that full B execute.
NiP hope to break A open with those orbs, but Forrest is going to go down, and Guardian will sneer at the very thought of NiP trying to take this one over with just 2 players now as well. You can see he's looking towards the long, and Freiberg will creep up close to him there, going to opt for the flash. Freiberg tries to make the pick. It'll be a great flick from Guardian. Freiberg gets decimated, and there's Alu on towards Zeus. And that's it. I just made up a new word as well, by the way. Decimated.
Decimated. It was like decimated and eliminated.
There's so many things I could have said out of that one. I actually don't know. It's just a word. Emotive words put together. Unfortunately, it didn't double the impression like I hoped it was, but Guardian, great work
nice
there
replay.
on towards Freiberg. Decimating everyone.
Yeah, the replay really decimated the stream, but still, it doesn't matter. We're into this, what could be final round. NiP do have a lot of money, so they can get back on that double up, but look at NaVi straight away, looking for this early presence, looking for the early pick, and more often than not, when they find it, they win the round. So NiP trying to avoid it, trying to play a little quicker towards B, but C's is lurking behind, Guardians pushing up on long. They're closing this net, and there we go. Already finding the first is not putting NiP in good stead.
Perfect start there for Guardian as well. Just going that little bit more aggressive, and it's paying off right now. Alu off the table, 1 orb off the table as well. Forrest getting too close to Zeus there, and he's going to pick him up. C's going to push him here from construction. It's a spray, it's a messy one, but he gets 2 for his troubles. Exists to get right, go down. C's hanging on to life, and this could be the final nail in the coffin. Freiberg falls to C's, and Flamey steals his thunder by stealing his life there, but that is the game. And NiP unfortunately fall at what could be the final hurdle.
A bit of a shame to see them go out like that in the end, but we saw how important those opening kills were for NaVi. Whenever Guardian was picking them up, whether it was on Get Right or Alu then in the final round, it did completely change the landscape of how the round played out. When NiP were able to slow things down, play a little more patiently, we saw them pick up those 5 rounds back to back. Highly impressive stuff, but not enough to close down that map. So in the end, it will be NaVi picking up the double points there, pretty much, I believe 6 points in the bag, which will put them up into 3rd place in the Pro League's leaderboard so far. So a really big night for them, but we've got the big game coming up now. So let's not kind of beat around the bush. Let's not allude to this anymore, because it is the elephant in the room. It is going to be TSM up against Fnatic next. Now that is a game I'm looking forward to.
Absolutely. I mean, it's definitely going to be delivering a Fnatic that has shown some signs of revival. I mean, I don't want to be too negative about it. There was a bit of a streak there. It wasn't great for them. And conversely, TSM had a big streak, had that one shut down. And again, a little bit of back and forth. I definitely think the Danes are in better form right now, especially looking at their last few matches. Fnatic are an outside chance. I wouldn't call them an underdog, but they're definitely but they're definitely in the mix there. So I'm looking forward to that one. It's going to be great. Cannot wait to jump in. Yeah, and it's going to be going down on Mirage very soon. So guys, do stay tuned. It's probably going to be the game of what I'd say is going to be the season for me, at least. I love watching these two play against each other, especially at pressure moments like this, leading up towards a major, not too far away as well. So a lot on the line here between these two. I wonder how much they'll show. Of course, Mirage will be the arena of this clash of the giants. So guys, do not go too far away. We'll be back after the break.
Hello everyone and welcome to the Intel Extreme Masters. Down to touch the babysitting gets it! Oh, it's beautiful! Exist, 2 kills could never be so important. Gonna go for it behind the fountain. Kerrigan's gonna charge him down. He's gonna miss quite a few pistol shots. Kenny X, he won a kill, and then he gets the second! Kenny X punches the round!